Welcome back to the Splashmack breakdown of the Melbourne 2022 Short Course World Championships. Previously, we looked at the top 5 women's performances, and it's been great to watch that video grow. Thank you for all your support. But now, it's time to see which men's performances stood above the record fest that was Melbourne 2022. The men's field saw much tighter competition, with the medalists being less decorated overall compared to the women's, which led to some incredibly tight finals and nail-biting finishes. So let's dive in once again as we break down, in my opinion, the top 5 men's performances. But again, before we begin, a special thanks to Wade Brennan for the images used in this video. His support is greatly appreciated, so give him a look for more incredible swimming photography. I'm starting this list with a swimmer that I believe deserves much more attention than he gets. Woo Hwang. South Korea's reigning short course champion successfully defended his 2021 title in the 200-meter freestyle in a championship record. An absolutely phenomenal feat in itself, but how he achieved it makes this swim even more impressive. Woo won from lane 8, was under world record pace for most of the race, and dropped his own personal best by over a second. He now has the fastest time in this event since 2012 and is the 3rd fastest performer of all time, all at the age of 19. And he did it all with a broken finger. Just look at this last 25. It's a victory lap. It's crazy. Why is no one talking about this? Woo is not an unknown talent either. Like I said, he's the defending world short course champion. He came 5th and 7th in the 100 and 200 freestyle respectively at the Tokyo Olympics, and is an Asian record holder. Perhaps I'm just outside of the Asian swimming sphere, or perhaps it's because I've also broken a finger swimming and I feel a special connection. But I believe Woo Hwang's 200-meter freestyle victory is criminally underrated. This swim is a masterclass in race plan execution, and I can't wait to see more from the South Korean champion. Fun fact, Nicholas Santos' international swimming career is almost as old as I am. In that time, he has appeared at 8 short course world championships. Not only does he share the 50 butterfly world record, Santos was the defending champion of the event from Abu Dhabi at the age of 41. This made him the oldest short course world champion by almost 4 years. But Melbourne gave Santos the opportunity for one last hurrah. Santos defended his title, winning the 50 fly in a championship record of 21.78, only 0.03 of a second from his own world record. This makes the Brazilian a 4-time short course world champion at the age of 42. In a sport full of young, sometimes junior champions, it's great to see a triumphant victory from a swimmer that inspires mature athletes as well. During his post-swim interviews, Santos declared that this would be the final race of his career, and there couldn't be a more fitting conclusion to one of Brazil's most dominant sprinters. To win a world championship title is a lifelong achievement. To defend and retain that title is an incredible feat. But there is no other swimmer with a reign as long as Japan's medley master. On the penultimate night of competition, the pool was Daiya Seto light as Seto claimed his 6th world title in the short course 400 IM, a feat not matched by any other swimmer in both the long and short course world championships. These titles were also achieved consecutively, with Seto winning in 2012, 14, 16, 18, 21, and of course 22. His most recent victory was also his fastest. The man said it himself, "I never lose in short course." The juggernaut continues to roll for Seto as he looks to reclaim the gold in the 400 IM long course next year. Until then, the reign of the daimyo continues, and I can't wait to see what he has in store. This next swimmer needs no introduction. With an astounding 35 FINA and Olympic medals under his belt before Melbourne, Ryan Murphy is a household name in American swimming. In an interview with SwimSwam, Murphy admitted that he was unsure whether he would compete at these world champs, but history is glad he did. Murphy achieved a feat never done before, claiming victory in the 50, 100, and 200 meter backstroke events. No swimmer, male or female, has managed such a feat in backstroke, with only history's greats managing the feat in other disciplines. Murphy's 50 backstroke victory was not without its controversy, after initially losing to Australia's Isaac Cooper before the final had to be re-swum. But, to adopt a ball sports adage, Murphy played the whistle and secured the gold. Topped with 2 golds and a silver in his relay performances, Murphy added 6 medals to his count, making him the most decorated male competitor of the meet. For his historic accomplishment, Murphy was awarded Male Swimmer of the Meet, and stands as the undefeated short course backstroke champion. The final performance on this list was also the final swim of these championships, the men's 4x100 medley relay. Anyone who remotely follows swimming has already heard the insane result of this relay. In the final lap of the race, USA's Kieran Smith and Australia's Kyle Chalmers surged to tie for the gold in a world record time. A dead heat is rare. A world record is usually rare, although apparently not in these championships. But to have both in the final swim of the championships between the 2 titan nations of the sport is a blockbuster finish that is impossible to match. The USA were always going to be a dominant force in the final and led at each transition, but the Italians gave an outstanding performance. After a tight first 100 with Lorenzo Mora touching 2/100ths behind Australia's Isaac Cooper, Team Italy had put themselves in a convincing second at the 300-metre mark, and Alessandro Moresi even took the lead with 25 metres to go. But Australia was not to be ignored. A strong first 300 put King Kyle into striking range, and the freshly crowned world champion swum the fastest 100 freestyle split ever, posting a 44.63 to pass the Italians and catch the USA. In the end, all 3 medaling teams broke the previous world record, an incredible feat. This enthralling race was like something out of a movie, and it takes my pick for the top men's World Championships performance.